So we're off to get a burger. A place called Hodad's. You guys ever watch food shows on the Food Network, or in my case, YouTube? And you see somebody enjoying something? Well, I saw some guy eating a burger at a place called Hodad's, and well, it's been in my system ever since. So I'm off to a place called Ocean Beach, south of where I am, to get this burger. Come join me for the ride. If you don't mind me screaming at you the entire way. It's funny how most motovloggers have the class and sophistication to avoid speeds this high while they're motovlogging, because you can't hear them, but you can always shout. That's why you guys are special. You don't need to be pampered. Maybe I can get one of those intros too, you know, with electronic music playing, and a bunch of cartoons, pictures of me flexing in some way. Just call it. But yeah, it's burger time. So changes on the bike, none since last video. Still plan on doing a new seat trial for longer distances because this knee bend issue. It's a low bike, man, and I'm probably going to replace this little cap here on the right, or at least get a replacement, so if I ever sell the bike, the poor new owner doesn't have to deal with my peculiar tastes. Meaning almost nobody would accept what I've done. But I like it. I like the asymmetry. I like the asymmetry in the BMW too. See bumps like that I just hit, you still feel it in your spine. There's only so much you can do for the suspension on this thing. I mean, I could go further, of course. I could get the air suspension, something more custom, but limited returns, you know what I mean? A lot of new bikes coming out there from Harley, and even Indian too. I love those Dark Horse models. I always have, always will. But you know, I still enjoy this thing so much. It's been about 2 years since I bought it, and you know, like most things, the appreciation fades over time. You know, your job, car, all that stuff fades over time. And if you're lucky, it doesn't. With this bike, of course, you don't feel like you do the first few weeks or month of owning it. But I still just stare at the thing. I still love getting on it. I still love that sound this thing makes. It's just very moving. And even though it's got a counterbalancer, so the vibrations are damp, you can just feel that engine chugging along. And yeah, I just love these twins. But it's just not enough for the new ones. I mean, I still love this thing. You personalize your bike. This thing's mine. Now, if I had room for 3 bikes in a garage, I'd make another one at that point. But I just don't. It'd be too crammed. As it is, it's a little difficult with the 2. So I had a neighbor that moved in. He's got a motocross bike. You know, the whole supermoto, motocross, whatever spectrum. I can't tell you, but it's a Yamaha 400cc. And yeah, it's a beater. It's been around for a good 20 years now. And yeah, I said, let's go for a ride sometime. So we saw each other the other day, and we both had a free moment. Hopped on each other's bikes. He hopped on this bike, I hopped on his. He had rode a bunch of Harleys in the past, from friends or family members of his, but nothing really modern. I think probably the newest one he's ridden is probably at least 10 years old at this point. So he was pretty floored with, just kept saying, that thing is fast, thing's got power. And, you know, it is striking the amount of torque you feel down low, especially with the kind of riding we were doing. We're just blasting off, you know, we weren't doing acceleration runs at 100. And, the power was still striking in this thing, it really is. Got a great time. And it's always fun to watch someone else ride your bike because you never really know what your bike looks like, you know? And you go through the trouble of trying to make it look the way you want it, but you're really not quite sure how it looks when it's doing what it should do. And yeah, it looked awesome, man. It's fat and low, the way I like it. Big old slug. The guy can ride too. You know, people with a motocross history, they can jump on anything. I missed the boat on that. Those motocross bikes, when I was riding his, very, well, I guess it'd be an intuitive sensation for anybody who hasn't ridden one. You'd expect it to feel light, which it does. You expect it to have, you know, a decent bottom end, which it does, that single cylinder. And you'd expect it not to be the best accelerator after you're already doing 60 or 70. That's also true. And if you don't lean forward on those things, they'll just wheelie off you, especially if you give it some juice off the line. Because he kept ripping off the red lights, and I was curious to see what his bikes could do in comparison. Yeah, I was curious until the front wheel, you know, went off like 6 inches without my intent. What's this thing telling me to do? Is it 21 or SeaWorld? 20 miles. For those of you guys not familiar with San Diego, I live in a place called Del Mar, which is, I don't know, midway up San Diego County. It's not, you know, North County, it's not the south side. I'm heading down south near SeaWorld. It can be a little touristy down here. You have places like Pacific Beach that can be, it's older, so it's crammed, all the buildings are kind of squished together, and, you know, families and younger people go out there to drink, and not the families, but, you know, it's a bit of a cluster F, if you know what I mean. So on a motorcycle, you know, some people look for the cluster on their bike, I don't know, because they want to be seen, or they want to see things, whatever it may be. I'm the opposite, man. Get away from me. Especially on a Harley, and even that BMW, none of my bikes are really conducive for trolling around in the heat. You know, the BMW just doesn't like it because it's not what it was intended for. It wants to rip every chance it can get. And in this thing, it just gets hot. So it's not a parade bike. That kind of stuff is for scooters. You guys that like to roll around traffic, look at things. That's why European folk have the right idea. European and Asian folk. You guys really slid on rapidly here, don't you? I think, see, already we're getting some weird driving. Get this Mercedes up here, you can tell it has no idea what it's doing. Left, right, I don't know, look at the map, honey. That's why you're stopping 100 feet before you should. Oh, look at the cheesy limo. Maybe caught dead in one of those things. I mean, unless like you really are famous and you need the blackout and you just go for these super long rides and those things, and you know, it makes sense for those people. But for the rest of you people that are renting those things to make you feel like you have $2 to rub together, may God be with you. That is some pathetic shit. You guys gotta get away from me. People aren't gonna all do this because they're all just trolling around, trying to find a place in this world. It's fun to have a new appreciation for these Teslas. I think the Tesla could blow my doors off right now. She makes me uncomfortable. My wife got this Model 3, and the thing is, I mean, especially, you know, 0 to 60, 0 to, God, even 100, it just feels like ridiculously fast. And even though these bikes with all the torque off the line are really quick, I mean, if a Tesla stepped on it, you're not paying attention. I think it'd take you. I don't know. Those things are, I mean, it's nuts. It really is. Even the Model 3, which is slower than that S I was next to. Which is, you know, one reason why these electric bikes, they're going to make their way into the system. You know, you're going to get all that torque right away, and you're going to get the hooligans want to wheelie on those things. So it's going to hit hard, especially when the weight starts coming down. And you know, anyone else that just wants something practical. I mean, it's in the reliability, you know, on an electric motor. I mean, it's not even a comparison. The simplicity of those things. I mean, combustion engines just cannot be as reliable as it really is impossible. The problem is the vibes and these noises, you know, it's probably going to keep something with some character around, but, you know, we are in an era where we're going to make a large transition to a different type of vehicle. And while we're in this time period, there's a lot of us, especially guys with a nice bike, especially a Harley or you know, anything else that, you know, might stand up over time in terms of the way it looks and the way it feels, and that has nostalgia with it. I guess, you know, any combustion engine could. It's something to hang on to. I'm not saying there's going to be a paucity of these things around, because there's so many combustion bikes out there, but there's going to come a point in our lifetime where things start to flip, and these things are going to be more desirable. Where am I going? To you. I'm not talking about selling these things and all that crap. Where am I going here? Sunset Cliffs Boulevard. So I get to blow this guy's doors off and get it right. So I'm one of those people right now. Those people that rides up next to you. And California, man, I swear that the rest of the country, if you come here, just forgive the idiots that live here. Not everybody. There's a lot of people around with class, but there's a significant proportion of just ignorant, self-centered, just morons, you know. And they know what the right thing to do is, but they're just too shitty to actually do it. Yeah, they pull up next to you and just gun it and try to get in front of you when they could have made that decision to get in the lane, you know, behind you a long time ago. There's just no class, no etiquette whatsoever. And I'll tell you, I mean, especially people from the Northeast, that's where I'm from, they'll pull you over and really give it to you good. And I wish more of that was happening. People need to get yelled at in California. People need to get called out. There's just not enough people that... Everyone's either on pills or on too much weed, and everyone just lets it slide. Even me, I mean, I've been here, haven't been here super long. I guess for a while now. It's probably going on 7 years. But I'm starting to get light on that horn. Really should activate my horn a little more. Saratoga Avenue must be this next street. So this Hodad's place, I didn't even tell you guys about. I don't know nothing about it. It's been around for a long time, and it's just one of those kind of staple places in any area. You say Bacon Street? That's funny. If this place is on Bacon Street, no, it's not. I mean, it's definitely the address. But it's next to Bacon Street. It's not on Bacon Street, but it's next to Bacon Street. How fitting. But yeah, this area in general, You see why I don't come here? Look at all the cars parked up the road. I mean, it's too small for its population. It's all crammed in here. I'm an open air kind of guy. I really should have lived in South Dakota. Problem is, the work I do, I need high traffic. Newport Ave. Figures I got it blocked. Have to backside it. What are you guys doing on Newport? Why are you blocking the street? This little road. Many people up here sleeping after the night shift. I apologize to this engine. Please forgive me. Looks like this place is right around the corner. Oh, it's right there. Nice spot. Wow. That's serious, man. Just bring your appetite. That's all I can say. I ordered a double bacon cheeseburger. Things the size of my head, and I ordered a half order of onion rings, and it could have fed 4 people. So yeah, the portions are awesome, man. And the food's good too. It's one of those things where they didn't go like flavor special on you. They didn't get all cute, and so those burgers are good too. Like in LA, we got places like Umami Burger and other places that aren't really known for the size, but they mess with flavors to a greater extent, and they're special. But this is just, I mean, it's good. It's got good beef. It's not, you know, highly processed or anything. Good crumbly tasting beef, good bun, everything. It's good food, man. Good filling food. 14 bucks for a cheeseburger, man, but that's like, oh god, it's like 3 or 4 burgers. So if you factor that in, then the price ain't bad. Anyway, place reminds me kind of Venice in LA. Laid back. You know, it's playing punk rock music inside the place. It's license plates over the walls. It's very small. Buildings close to each other, right next to the beach. If you're a little bit off kilter, you'll be accepted in the area. Kind of like a little Venice flavor to it. The Cabrillo Festival. If you guys got families and you don't like big lines, I don't think it's really the place for you. Place is small. It's gonna have a line on the weekend. You know, just waiting in line with a family is painful enough. Never mind after you wait in line to be crammed into a small booth. And the place has no air conditioning either, so it's the kind of place where if you're visiting San Diego during the week, then and you know, it's not like your typical rush hour, which probably is, you know, most of the week during the day, then go for it. But if you're going to try to slip in there, you know, at lunchtime on a Saturday or Sunday, you're going to be in for it. And if any guys are like-minded like me, I just can't see wasting time standing in a line for a burger or any other kind of food, to be honest with you. There's too much of it around. It's nothing more painful than waiting in a friggin' line. So we're talking a Wednesday early afternoon. I mean, was it like 2 o'clock or so? 2 o'clock? It's gonna be 2-ish. We just passed 2, but you see when I come here a lot, can you imagine the weekend? Like seawall traffic and that little area all crammed up. You're just sitting here heating up most of the time. It's like I said, unless you're posing or you're that stimulated by what you're seeing. Not a lot of use for this area for a bike that gets hot. Gotta explore the open roads. Open roads or a nice smooth coast ride.